Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's okay. I'm just going to do a video today about the market and actually what is going on out there. It's fairly crazy times out there. I know there's still lots of activity going on. It's a very divisive market. You can speak to one company and they are struggling. They've maybe been hit by some dodge cuts. They've maybe just been hit by losing some of their clients. So they're having to make layoffs, but then you can speak to another company that is hiring quite aggressively. So yes, certainly a very divisive market out there. And for people that are worried, anxious about the market, maybe you've fallen on some hard times, I just wanted to kind of give you a high-level overview of what's going on with the aim of making you feel better. So in 2021 and 2022, it was the hottest market we've ever seen. There was this huge post-COVID hiring boom. Something called quantitative easing had taken place. That's just a financial term for when governments globally around the world print absolutely boatloads of money. So there was all this additional money in the system. Interest rates were at an all-time low, which means a lot of companies borrow and can raise easily. And all this made for a perfect storm in terms of a lot of hiring. So 21, 22, it was, I'm a positive person and I always like to look on the bright side, but I'm not sure we'll ever see another market that hot again. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. It was a lot of fun. But as a result of all that, everyone got very excited. And I would say the majority of companies overhired. And 2023 and 24 was kind of the COVID hangover. As a result of overhiring, companies realized they could make cuts and still perform at similar sorts of levels. And a few other things happened as well. You had the likes of Amazon and Meta, Facebook, making cuts, doing significant layoffs, and seeing their stock price rise. Other companies saw this and kind of thought, hang on a minute, they're making cuts, they're cutting their fixed costs, and the stock price is going up or their profits going up. So as a result of that, other companies followed suit and we just saw huge amounts of layoffs. As a result, we saw a lot of people on the market, which made it, generally speaking, harder for job seekers and turned it from a very, very candidate-led market back in 2022, 21 to more of an employer-led market in 2023 and 2024. Yeah, that's what's happened. Interest rates have since gone up, which again means borrowing's harder. So companies can raise less money, which means especially in and around kind of the tech startup scene, there's just not as much hiring going on. If all this sounds kind of scary and kind of worrying, don't worry, because markets by nature are highly cyclical. Not just the US jobs market, every job market and every economy, by the way, globally is highly cyclical. These borrowing cycles and these debt cycles, without turning this video into an economics video, short-term debt cycles operate on about a 5 to 7 year period. And they do massively affect hiring and they massively affect how people feel in the economy. So when people are worried about what's going on, they're often just looking at things a little bit too up close. So we've been in this kind of choppy market now for a while. I do believe things are going to get better. I think the worst thing you can do about it is complain. I've seen a lot of frustration out there. I've seen frustrated candidates on LinkedIn. I've seen frustrated posts. I've had a bit of frustration from candidates myself before, when unfortunately, not everyone we put forward to our clients gets the job. With the best will in the world, that happens. That's just the nature of hiring and recruitment. And people get really frustrated really quickly in this market. So I would say never adopt a victim, complex or a victim mindset. Realize that what worked in 2021 and 2022 will not work now. You've got to be personalized. You've got to be a little bit different. You've got to step outside traditional channels, traditional job application channels. And yeah, things are going to be a little bit tougher for the time being. But if you can get yourself in that top 5, 10%, Check out my other video on, taking a multi-channel, hyper-personalized approach to applying for job roles, and that should be helpful. So, yeah, just a bit of an overview of what's going on in the market, a little bit of info on how markets work. Hopefully that kind of relieves some anxiety for job applicants and for business owners out there as well. So, yeah, hope that's helpful, and see everyone soon.